is what we're going to do. Audio preview, microphone. Is this my audio preview? Well, I can hear it in here. There's an echo. That's because I'm using that. What about this? Doesn't help. What about now? That's more. There we go. Ooh, can I hear it in here? Hello? Nope, I can hear it in here though. Alright. Boom. Everyone can hear me now. Hello? Everyone can hear me now. Alright, Jeff, can you hear me? Alright, I'm going to wait for Jeff to confirm that he can hear me before I move on. The show will not happen! Alright, we're good. Alright, I'm waiting for Jeff to confirm that he can hear me. Perfect, Jeff. Thank you so much. Alright, I'm jumping in. We're going. I'm sorry, guys. The issue is that LA abandoned me. And BC and Matt tonight, who are part of the show, have some Injustice tournament to go to. So whatever. So I'm here alone, scared and afraid. And that's what I'm doing right now. So what we're going to talk about tonight is we're going to talk about all the Star Wars news that came out in Vanity Fair. And I want to hear your guys' opinion about it. Here's the thing. Jeff, I know you're watching right now. I have 4 other viewers. Please share this video. Guys, I'm doing this video alone. I need some help. I need some people in the comment section sharing this and commenting, because if not, you're just going to, like, it's going to be boring as hell. This is not my show. This is our show. Jeff? I only know Jeff is here because he commented. Jeff, this is our show. Let's get this going. Right now, it's just the Zach and Jeff show. So I need everyone to comment and share this video, and let's get started, because I would love to get into talking about the amazing nerdiness of the Vanity Fair stuff that came out with The Last Jedi. I ain't gonna do it alone. Guys, this is the anniversary of Star Wars. Anniversary of Star Wars. Like right here, below my nipples, I have, what's your favorite moment of Star Wars? Go. Hopefully we can get some of your friends in here, just jump in, tell their favorite moment of Star Wars. Thank you, Jeff, for sharing. And we'll just get going from there. But you know what, right now, since it's just the Zach and Jeff show, which is fine, I love Jeff, let's get into it. Jeff, before I jump into the Vanity Fair stuff, I want you to share what your favorite Star Wars moment is. I can honestly say my favorite Star Wars moment, in remembrance of the anniversary of Star Wars today, is not the Luke, I am your father thing. That's overplayed. Mine is probably just like the discussion Luke has with Vader as they're about to go see the Emperor. And Luke's kind of like, hey man, like, are you sure you don't want to be good? And Vader's just like, are you sure you don't want to be bad? And it's just this kind of like battle between good and evil. And it's this battle between, you know, a father who's been broken and abused by the dark side, and the Emperor, like, literally not even like emotionally broken, but physically broken by his body, and a son that is just was a nobody and then realized he has power, who's like all good and righteous at the time. It's like experience versus a novice trying to convince each other to go to each other's side, but then you throw in the fact that they're father and son. That dialogue in between there was really touching to me, and then obviously it leads into the battle with Palpatine. That is my favorite Star Wars moment. Kristen says, finally got the sound working. I know. Thank you so much, Kristen. Cody just joined. Oh my gosh. Best friend Cody in the world. Cody, we're talking about our favorite Star Wars moment because it's the anniversary of Star Wars. And I'm actually going to be showing a lot of new pictures of the Vanity Fair stuff. So the cool thing about this being just me on the show is that I'm actually gonna be able to pull up pictures and graphics. Like, you guys want to see something what I'm talking about? You guys want to see what I'm talking about? Like, look at this. Boom. I can just pull up graphics if I'm by myself. Just like be like, boom. I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna move that. So I'm gonna be able to bring in pictures that we can talk about. Like, look at this one. Look at Kylo Ren. Like, we're gonna be able to talk about this tonight. Like, look at that scar. This is the kind of fun stuff we're going to cover tonight on the What the Force podcast. Where'd my lower third go? Oh, but then we're going to have technical issues like this crap. It happens. It just happens, people. Boom. Boom. Got rid of that picture. But I'm just like, look at this picture. Look at this picture. I want to talk all about this picture. Cody says, who's Luke? I say to you, Cody, this is a kid-friendly show, so I can't say what I want to say. But come on, dude. Really? Jeff says, Mark Hamill and the Carrie Fisher pick brought me tears. Actually, it did. So it's kind of funny. I brought this picture up to my wife casually, like at dinner. I just said, hey, look at these Vanity Fair pics, The Last Jedi, and what's up, Faye joined? What's up, girl? And I brought these up to her and said, hey, and yeah, it brought me tears as well. So that's the cool thing about me doing a show alone tonight is that I'm going to be like graphics and cool stuff like that up all day. Let me go pull up my lower third graphic because it makes me like it feeds my ego a little bit. You know what I mean? This one right here. Boom! See, that's my name. It's Zach. I'm going to touch it. I'm going to touch it. Ah! So everyone right now, all 8 viewers, please share this video. I'm doing the show alone tonight, guys. There's no LA. There's no BC. I'm doing the show completely alone. Can you please share this video and comment below so I know that you're here. And I want to make this show, because right now it is just the Jeff and Cody and Zach show, which is fine. Actually, I'm okay with just people. What's up, Faye? Hey. Yes, Cody. Actually, I prefer my Mark Hamill as the Joker. I love my Mark Hamill Joker. He's the best. Like you're not going to get me disagree with that. I'm sorry. You're not going to. So yes, my Mark Hamill's the Joker. But actually, by the way, guys, comment below if you guys know about Gearbox headquarters. They're actually above Nirvana Food and Spirits. So right now I'm shooting inside Nirvana Food and Spirits, a restaurant here in Frisco, Texas. So if you just want to like pound 12 beers and play Nintendo Switch, this is the bar to come do it at. It's absolutely amazing. Nolan and the Pitchfords allow me to sit in here, like break into their podcast room and do nerdy Star Wars podcasts. I really appreciate it. So please show them some love. The funny thing is that we're going to have Randy Pitchford on the show June 1st, the CEO of Gearbox. If you guys know what Borderlands is, Battleborn, he runs that company, y'all. We're going to have him on the show. Cody, the question I'm going to ask him, if Mark Hamill could actually voice act one of the characters in one of his video games, how would he see that? Like, what character would he do? LA talked about Famous Jack doing it, so we'll talk about it. Faye said, yes, please. Faye, I don't know what you're saying yes to, but whatever you're saying yes to, I'm down for. I'm so down for. You know I got you. Cody says, cartoon Joker. Yes, we know. Prince is my boy. Me and Prince go way back. We go back like 2 episodes. Prince is my boy. Prince shared this video already. Oh, I don't even know how to wear a goddamn hat. It's because I'm bald, people. I wanted to grow a beard. My wife said, if you want to grow a beard, you have to go bald. I went bald. Now I look like a Sons of Anarchy extra. So I wear a hat. I don't know. Comment below if you want me to shave a beard. Zach, no beard. Yeah. So right here, as you guys can see as the tag. So anytime during the show, I want you to jump in and say, what's your favorite Star Wars moment? I do I'm going to address it. I read all the comments. This is a live show. This is why this show so much fun at What the Force podcast, because I read everything that's happening, and it's not just my show. This is not Nirvana's show. This is our show as a community. We're a lot more than just like a channel or a page. This is like a live show just where us get to hang out. The only reason why my face is on here is because I have a webcam. Get a webcam, I'm going to have you on the show. Cody says, hey, Doug. Who's Doug? Jeff, have you been to Nirvana? We should hang out here. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to jump into all the stuff bald and beard. Thank you, Prince. Even though, like, literally I've been accused of being like a white supremacist several times, I'm okay with that. Not like that I'm okay with it, but like it's just a haircut and beard, right? So whatever. I think Faye would actually be the one to be able to comment on this more. Faye seen me with like long Goldilocks hair and like baby face, so I feel like she would be the one to be able to comment on this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump into some of the pictures right now. So the first picture that I want to talk about, well, first of all, we're just talking about the Vanity Fair pictures as a whole, right? So Vanity Fair every year gets lit with Star Wars and talks about, oops, I'm going to go to this side, and does like a great exclusive release with Star Wars every single year. This is obviously the amazing cover. It's Old Man Luke with Rey. Why does she still have that staff? Tell me right now, guys, comment below. Tell me right now, why do you think she has that staff? We thought in Force Awakens that was actually Plagueis' staff. Darth Plagueis being the Sith Master of Darth Sidious. We thought that was his staff. Ironically, we thought it was his staff because Darth Plagueis was only in a book, and they made a toy of him, and he had a staff. And us as Star Wars nerds, we just were like, ah! So, that's not Plagueis' staff. Or is it? Is it Plagueis' staff? I don't know. But Old Man Luke's not even looking at her. He's like not even by her. So I honestly feel like I've talked about in the past episodes where they talk about how, oh, what's up, Joseph? Oh, my buddy Joe joined. Long and beautiful flow. Faye, are you talking about like hockey flow, like long hair, or are you talking about like this flow? You need to pick. Faye goes, that's her cool stick. We don't know what that stick's for. It's not a lightsaber, it's just a fucking stick. So we'll see what happens. But what I was talking about in past episodes, Luke's like, hey, what are you doing here? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like old man on the lawn. Like, dude, the Jedi are dead. This whole thing's useless. I'm sure he felt Han Solo die. He's just like, fuck all this noise. So he's very irritated, and I'm sure this girl just showing up on this planet that he thought was very secluded and hidden was so hidden that it took a whole gosh darn movie to find where it was. And he's like, just go away. So that's the cover we have. But I don't have these pictures in a particular order. No, I don't. That's DJ. Let's go and talk about this one. So this is just a cool picture. Obviously, Peter Mayhew. If you guys live in the Dallas, Texas area, Peter Mayhew, who plays Chewbacca, you guys know he like lives only like right down the road, right? He lives right down the road. Okay, Faye. Hockey flow. What's up? Yeah. Here. You're good. You can go and send him up. All right, my buddy Brooks is here to join me in the podcast, so hold on one hot minute. We're going to talk about this here in a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put up another picture. Boom. So, me doing this alone, I needed a friend to help me out, so I brought in Brooks. So, hold on 1 second. What's up, buddy?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Zach, this is my girlfriend Sarah.
Hey, how's it going?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So
this chair right over here. Brooks, that white chair is yours.
All right.
Any of these other chairs, if you want to hang out, they're not in camera view for the most part.
Oh.
You can just chill out and hang if you want.
Okay, so.
Yeah, completely fine. All right.
So what we got going on?
So I was in the middle of we're talking about a lot of the Vanity Fair pictures came out for Star Wars.
I haven't even seen these bitches yet.
You haven't seen them?
I haven't
This
seen
is perfect. This is perfect. All right.
You can get first person reaction immediately.
Perfect. So I have the live feed pulled up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull up this first picture right here.
All right.
And I just want to hear what you think about this. So we're going to pull up the original Vanity Fair picture right here. So everyone who's joining in, this is my buddy Brooks.
What's going on, everybody?
And he's just as big as a nerd as I am. And I invited him because obviously I'm lonely and need someone else to hang out with. Brooks is the best person to hang out with.
$50, so I mean, you know.
Well, sure, and hand stuff, but whatever. The hand stuff it's another
That's
thing.
just part of my job, bartenders.
just-
You know, we got to make that extra money.
So, Brooks, looking at this Vanity Fair cover, there's not much to it, but what do you think about it?
It really gets me excited for this next movie.
What the fuck is up with that staff? It's not a lightsaber, it's just a staff.
Right.
Like, I thought it was like Darth Plagueis' staff, which is funny, because the guy's a nobody, but they made a toy of him, and we thought it was a thing, but like, obviously she's like, this is my beaten ass stick that I just carry around.
Well, it might be something that Luke's making her use before she masters the lightsaber. It might be something for her to practice with so she doesn't cut her damn hand off.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we saw in the last movie how skilled her force abilities were without her even training with it. So I kind of throw that out the window immediately.
Which a lot of people, that's the reason why people say that Rey might turn to the dark side, is because she like learned the Force too quickly,
Whoa.
and like the power seducts you.
Well, what's to say that she's gonna turn to the dark side? What if she's supposed to bring balance to the Force again? What if this is the second coming of the Chosen One?
The issue is that usually when people find power really fast, that like a shortcut like that is usually like you get seduced by the power and you do bad shit.
Well, this is true, but even when she realized she had these powers, she didn't use any evil powers to try to defeat Kylo.
Not yet.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But no, I understand what you're saying. Like I hope so too. Rey's just like the bitch who's gonna bring order to the universe.
It'd be pretty dope.
So, but
and also
this face
with Luke over here in his Obi-Wan-esque, getup. I mean that really gets me pretty excited as well. I'd like to see, how he imparts the wisdom that he learned upon Rey.
Oh, what's up? What's up, David? Sorry, people joining in.
Hey, what's up, David?
But yeah, he no, that's the thing is from what I've heard. Just like on that same note, I was excited. He's gonna be like, oh my gosh, let me train you in like Rocky style. But supposedly he's kind of like, old man, get off my lawn.
He's gonna be reluctant as hell about this, especially after what happened with Kylo, and the.
Where he's gonna be like, not another goddamn kid. If you need to take that, you can go.
No, that's my boss. I'm in trouble.
But if you're like, not another goddamn kid, I don't have time to train these people. I don't
Well,
have time
with the
to
way
mess
that it
with
went down when he was training Kylo, which we haven't necessarily fully seen yet, just through the flashbacks, when she touched the lightsaber, you saw, Luke, being off in a dark place, and the Knights of Ren, basically taking out all the youngsters.
Do you think we'll get that flashback?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah,
I hope so.
Look, JJ did not put that in that movie without the new director going to be picking that up.
Yeah.
They're coordinating together.
They did, and they coordinated a little bit on the scar. They coordinated on the fact that it was R2 that went to find Luke instead of BB-8. Supposedly, JJ put in there that BB-8 was going to go with her to the planet with Chewie, and they coordinated that. He's like, can you put R2 in there? JJ's like, why? He's like, I don't know. Can you put it in there for me, please? So they did it. So that's that Vanity Fair cover. Let me go ahead and pull...
Gets me a little excited.
Let's see what else we got. I have that. Boom. Not this one. None of those. Oh, this is an emotional one for me. So this is Carrie Fisher and her daughter.
Oh, man.
So she was in The Force Awakens as like
Yeah.
just like a random communications girl,
Mhm.
and then when they did the Vanity Fair pictures, obviously they had this. They also had a really good one.
That's touching and heartbreaking at the exact same time.
My wife just told me saying stop cussing, so I'm gonna have to work on that.
Pardon my French.
Yeah, no, just me. It's just me. You're fine. You're fine. I wouldn't bring Brooks on the show if I didn't expect a few F words pop out.
Oh shit.
But yeah, I almost like went to tears a little bit on this one, if not this one as well.
Oh man. You gotta understand, man. When I found out Carrie Fisher passed, that literally broke my heart. That's like, as a fanboy, that's like your first crush. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you see Leia in that slave outfit, and you're like, oh damn.
Well, even on top
You
of that,
know?
it's like a woman who like didn't.
Powerful woman.
Yeah, she was just like, no,
Didn't
get
take
out of my way.
No nonsense, no bullshit. Like, get out of my way. I'm gonna do what I want. Will somebody get this walking carpet out of my way? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
She even
you
looked at
can't-
Luke and she goes, "You're a really small stormtrooper." Like she gave no shit.
Aren't you a little short to be a stormtrooper?
Yeah.
Like, damn.
So-
Throwing shade like a mofo.
Yeah, so this was a very good picture for me. And the sad thing is, the biggest thing that I'm wanting to know about, obviously, this next Star Wars, is do they reunite? We don't know. We don't know if they actually physically see each other. Because supposedly what they said is the first movie was supposed to be Han-centric. Next movie was Luke. And the 9th movie, which they've denied, like a CGI rendering of Carrie Fisher, was supposed to be her movie.
But
So we don't even know if they'll even meet in the movie, which
but
is
with
very
watching
sad.
with watching Rogue One, it kind of makes you think that they're gonna end up doing CGI just to have her in key parts that they were gonna need her in
The family
to take care of it.
denied it.
Really?
So supposedly that's what their plan was. She actually filmed a bunch of spots. They're like, hey, we can do the ninth
Yeah, but
movie without
Lucas
her.
technically owns her likeness.
I don't know. We'll see
Regardless of
what
what the
happens.
family says.
Yeah.
Like, I don't agree with CGI bringing back dead people by any means. I gotta say though, when I was watching Rogue One and the Grand Admiral's walking on the deck of the Star Destroyer, looking at the Death Star, and over the camera view and out the window, before you get to that window, you see the back of Tarkin. Like my girlfriend can attest. Like as soon as I saw Tarkin's back, I was like, I grabbed her thigh in that movie and said, Tarkin. And he turned around. I was like, oh shit. Like, yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome for nostalgia. But I really don't think that using Carrie Fisher's likeness and doing CGI would do justice to her or her family or the character that she built. And I don't think that would necessarily be a great way to go.
Yeah,
I don't know how her death's going to affect the rest of the story because that really
I think they
fucking sucks.
I think they had to rewrite it.
Yeah, they probably
I think they had to rewrite it. So Faye said she wants to see more pictures of everything. She was actually going to get annoyed and start blowing up the comment. Faye, time to behave. Whatever. Shut up, David. But I'll show some more pictures. So this is another picture of Rey and Mark Hamill. And supposedly there's indigenous people on the planet where the first Jedi temple is. That's all this picture says.
Watch it be Yoda's.
Yoda's people? It's an indigenous. It might be. That'd be cool.
He wasn't from Dagobah?
Snap, you're right, bro. I want a Yoda Village. Yoda Village, high five. I want to.
There's only two Yodas that you've seen. You got Yoda and you got the one that don't talk, that look old and wrinkly as fuck in Episode 1. There's only two Yodas you've seen.
Yeah, I want Yoda people all up in that little catacomb.
Train you, we will.
Why don't they're like mean Yodas? Why don't they just like get off my rock?
What if they're
Like,
like
just get
Herbert
outta
the
here.
pervert Yodas?
Oh, we got like a girl here. Come over here and hang out. I don't think
Use the
so.
horse, Luke. Force that thing in there.
You can come down to my basement and find some popsicles?
I got some popsicles in the freezer if you're hungry. Let's play a game. Who can swallow the most Tylenol PMs?
Oh, there's some change in my pocket. Why don't you go jiggle around in there? I'm gonna find it.
Wonder when the paper boy gonna come by and bring me some.
I don't know what a paper boy is.
Get your fat ass over here.
Get your fat ass over here. Oh my gosh. Which, by the way, isn't that the... I know bringing this picture, but isn't that the funniest thing? So, Family Guy has done so many Star Wars, like, episodes.
Right.
Wasn't that funny when the old pervert guy was singing, like, I've had the time of my life. And
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like the old Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
And he's, like, wanting little Luke lightsaber, which
Yep.
is Chris Given. Oh my gosh. Seth MacFarlane, I love you.
Dirty, dirty man.
Oh
Love
my
it.
gosh.
Love it.
So there's this
Fire giant boob nipple gun.
So this picture doesn't tell me much. It's just like, cool, it's Chewie and Rey.
That's your new captain of the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah. Because the old
Still the co-pilot.
the old one died, from what I heard.
Yeah, well.
Are you saying Chewie's the new captain?
No, Rey.
I was about to say.
Rey is your new captain. Chewie will always be the sidekick.
So all this tells me is nothing. But it is cool. Did you know Peter Mayhew only lives 30 minutes up the road?
No shit.
Yeah, he lives up in Roanoke, Texas, which is like
no shit.
little outside Flower Mound.
I didn't know he lived here. I met him once at Disney World during Star Wars weekends.
Oh no,
He's a cool ass dude.
He just lives right down the road.
No wonder he's always at the cons down here.
Yeah. So I actually the first time I met him was at the roast for Stan Lee.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you went to the roast?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. I made a bunch. I was like, I do this and that, and they just like sat me up front, and I just didn't say a gosh darn word. And I was sitting there, and Peter Mayhew was like a table over for me.
You were in front of Mayhew at the fucking roast.
Yeah. And so the guy who was hosting,
Table of honor.
the guy who was hosting it, I can't remember exactly who it was. No, it was the guy from Clerks. That's who it was. The guy from Clerks, not the spazzy guy, but the regular, like normal, dark-haired guy from Clerks was hosting it. And he laid like a Carrie Fisher joke. And Star Wars joke was like, it's horrible and tragic, but like laid this like really dark joke. And I see Peter Mayhew take his whiskey and he just downed it. And he was like in a motorized wheelchair. Like obviously the guy's like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, but
you can't live forever at 7 feet tall.
He's had some health issues regarding his height.
He downed his whiskey as fast as I see he could, and he wheeled the hell out of there. And I was like, dude from the Clerks, I can't remember his name. It was Dante in Clerks, and I was like, dude, really? You literally just had Peter Mayhew wheel out of here on a Carrie Fisher joke. It was bad.
That's cold.
But
it's also a roast. It's
yeah, you kind of expect it.
Kind of no holds barred.
It got really bad because Stan Lee couldn't hear at all, so he had like some chick with giant boobs sit next to him and like literally say everything next to him, and he like groped her 20 times.
That's greatness.
Yeah, he's literally
he's dirty old man.
I think he's dirtier than Ron Jeremy. I think I could maybe vote on that.
Now that's a hell of a statement.
I took down the graphic LA. Shut up. So there's that picture. There's not much to say about it. Bobby Vague says, "What's up?"
What up, Bobby?
That's pretty much everybody. So what I'm gonna need right now is, just because we're at a peak viewership, I'm gonna need everyone just to share this video. I need more people in here. Like, I pulled in my buddy Brooks to help me out, but I'm gonna need some more people in here.
I left work without permission.
He's gonna get fired.
I'm not gonna get fired, but I'm gonna be in some deep shit.
Just make it worth it.
I'm gonna blame the other bartender. I'm gonna say that he said it was okay, that he already talked to the manager and said I can go. So yeah.
So just make it worth it for him, please, and click share on this video. Give me some reactions.
Share.
I don't care. Give me some mad faces. Give me some sad faces. Give me some likes. Guys, this is Star Wars anniversary. So I
just picked up Thrawn.
Oh, you did?
I did.
How far are you into it?
In a galaxy far, far away.
Okay, so you're at the beginning.
Yeah, I haven't even started yet.
We're gonna have to bring you back on the show, and I want you to give me a review of what you think of Thrawn.
Most definitely. Dude,
I
watch Rebels. I really like the character.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited about this book. I want to, especially since now it's guaranteed to be part of canon. So I'd like to see what his backstory is, because he's a bad motherfucker.
Well, and he was really big in Legends. They brought him in, and a lot of people like want him in the films. But the issue is that
you can't. Well,
the issue is like almost if you get them too much in the animated part, you're never going to see them in films. Which people are saying that about Ahsoka. People are saying that about a lot of people.
If you did make Thrawn, you better pick Jeremy Irons to play that character. Jeremy Irons to play Thrawn would be bad ass.
Well, a lot of people thought Benicio del Toro, so I'm going to pull this picture up. They thought he was going to be Thrawn.
Benicio del Toro, look, I like him as an actor. You can't put him as Thrawn. You can't understand
half
the fucking shit he says.
So look at this guy.
I'm being real. You can't understand half the shit he says.
So here's the issue. So people are talking about this guy right here. So his code name is DJ, which a lot of Star Wars nerds are like, oh, that means Dark Jedi. That guy does not look like a Dark Jedi of any kind. That guy looks like a street
He's a smuggler.
hoodlum bum.
He's a smuggler.
And some people even speculated when they first got announced, because there's like, all they said was he was a bad guy. Like a spy, maybe just a bad guy. People were like, could he be Ezra? And I was like, that would be lit. If he was Ezra from Rebels, that would be absolutely amazing. Like, that would be fun, but he's not. Like, Ezra is not looking like that
No.
this day and
He's
time.
too old.
Well, I think Ezra is too much of like a figure of hope. Like, he's too much like, I'm gonna make shit happen.
He's not
gonna be a drunk in a bar somewhere.
Yeah, not only that, I don't think Ezra survives past the miniseries.
To be honest, I don't think any of them survive after this next season.
I think Kanan and him and everybody, I think they all fucking die.
Yeah.
The only one that survives is Mom Mothma.
They're gonna pull Rogue One and just be like, boom, we just killed everyone again he fell in love with.
Okay, reverse to Rogue One. I wasn't here when you did the podcast. I'm just gonna drop it like this. Awesome fucking movie. Make it all the way through.
Yep.
They get the plans off the planet. It's like, oh shit, okay. So this was the whole point of the movie. All right, how far are they gonna fucking take this shit? It's literally what I thought.
Yeah, like
literally, I'm like, okay, well, the whole premise of the movie is now over. I'm like, we got what, 10 minutes? What the hell happens? What are you gonna do? How far does this go? That scene where Vader walks in. Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
It made the whole movie. Like, it made the whole movie.
Look, the
for
whole
me.
movie was good. You threw that Vader shit in there. I got a chubby so hard, fanboys couldn't compete. Oh my god, dude! It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous.
I was at a press screening, so I had to like
my
keep my
heart
composure.
was racing so fast.
I had to keep my composure for the press screening, but during the 4 times I saw it, like as a normal person, because people like talk crap during movies, and I hate it. So I gave them some of their own. I'm watching my fan service. I literally flipped my popcorn and was like, "Damn!" and just I went crazy. And people were like, everyone's like, "What's wrong with this guy?" I was like, "Really? You're talking about your mother-in-law for 2 hours, but I freak out about Darth Vader, and I'm the fucking weirdo." But it's the best.
But moving back. Sorry.
But no,
we digress.
Yeah, they linked it right back to like episode 4. Like they put it right in there, and then Star Wars Rebels supposedly happens a year before episode 4 or Rogue One. So
Right.
it's like, yeah, they have to die because why wouldn't Kanan be a part of A New Hope? Why wouldn't
Well, if you
all
notice,
these other people
if you
be a
notice
part of
in
New
Rogue
Hope?
One, Chopper is at the Rebel base on Yavin 4.
Him and Hera are.
And you hear Hera. You hear
But-
Hera's name over the intercom.
But that's it.
Yep.
But that's it. So literally,
I wonder what mission that they're sent on that they perish, because that's what I got a feeling happens. And I wonder if Darth Maul has anything to do with that.
well, are you not caught up in Rebels right now?
Shit, did I miss the last few episodes?
Darth Maul, like, you don't have to worry about him in the future series. Let's just say that.
Heard. All right.
You don't have to worry about him. Sorry.
Sorry, I passed out watching a few episodes while I was trying to
It's really good though.
catch up. Yeah. Oh no, the series is awesome.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about him anymore.
I just
Let's
wish
see what
Disney
other
would
picture
put so
does.
many damn commercials in it.
So this is a really cool one. So this is supposedly a picture of this planet there that Poe and Finn are going to travel to. It's like a Vegas planet. Like it's like
Is this where they get married?
no, it's just like Casino Royale. Like they go there and it's like gambling and like prostitutes and just
Yeah.
but it's kind of like
So
high.
it's Vegas for space.
Yes, but it's like a high-end Vegas for space. This is one of the pictures they put out of like the costume design.
Damn.
Yeah. So super nerds.
Well, wait, how are these people still alive? In the last movie, they blew up the planet that the Senate was on.
I
The
guess-
rich people would live there, right?
I guess they were on the weird like sinful planet that's somewhere else. But people like super
They're on
nerds.
the planet of Sodom.
It's actually Jason to Gomorrah, sir. It's like they're the moon, the planet is Sodom and the moon is Gomorrah. It's just
There we go.
it's the way it works. Disney owns Guardians. They have it. It's fine.
No crossover. Fuck you, Disney.
Yes, I love. Yes, there's gonna be crossover.
Fuck you, Disney. If you do it, it better be comics. If you do it in a movie, I swear to Lord Almighty, I will do everything in my power to take Disney the fuck down.
It's gonna be funny as hell.
Do not fuck up my favorite movie franchise by adding the damn Guardians. Don't get me wrong, love the movie series, but no.
No, it'd be vice versa. It would be like a Star Wars hint in Guardians. Because they're
that'd be
meta as hell, so they can do that and not it be weird. Star Wars, you can't do that and have not Star Wars be
This
weird,
is
right?
true. This is very true.
So, this I'm excited for just because the costume design's amazing. It just means like we're gonna get a better quality movie. So
One of the biggest things that I had to give thumbs up to J.J. Abrams, even though I'm not a humongous fan of his when it comes to directing, I was worried with him taking over Star Wars, is how realistic he kept the action for the most part. Yeah, there's still CGI. Yeah, there's still green screen, but it's not nearly as much as Lucas was fucking with in the prequel trilogy. Like, I wish that all movies, not just Star Wars, all movies would go back to the realistic, like,
Practical effects. Practical effects.
Practical
Got
effects. I hate CGI as much as it's advanced in the last 20 years, and it's amazing. Do not get me wrong.
We can raise people from the dead. That's how amazing it is.
Oh, exactly. But here's the thing: is that when you
it gets
take
cheesy.
It does. And this 3D shit. Cut this 3D shit out. Cut this 3D shit out. It's stupid. It's novelty. You don't have a fucking 3D TV in your fucking house. Don't lie to me.
I do. I never use it. Like, my wife hates it.
There you go. I
it.
used to sell the sons of bitches. Like, they don't even sell 3D TVs anymore. Okay.
No. It's all about that 4K, that's legit though.
Well, yeah.
If you're watching stuff in 4K.
I haven't upgraded yet.
I haven't upgraded yet. I will. I go to my friends' houses.
I'm gonna get me a 4K. Best believe before this next Star season starts.
So this is one question I wanted to ask you about. So one of the things they recently said was with
She's
this.
holding that bitch way up high.
Oh, I don't know if that's correct or incorrect. That staff's still in there. Don't know why, but what they announced during this Vanity Fair issue is that they said that now this lightsaber is officially raised. They said no longer consider it Anakin's, no longer consider it Luke's, no longer consider it anyone's. This is Rey's lightsaber.
Why? Because it's called to her?
I don't know. I don't like it because, one, the issue is that she's not going to build her own. So that just means she's borrowing other people's stuff.
Well, hold on. What if she's not borrowing other people's stuff? What if it goes back to my fan theory? What if the lightsaber's calling to her because she was the chosen one, and the original chosen one is the one that had that one?
So basically you're saying that she's a reincarnated Anakin Skywalker.
Calling it right now, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here.
You can just always say that the Force will bring balance. You don't have to say it's inadvertently like an incarnated Skywalker.
Well, I mean, think about this.
It's not like that.
Technically,
the Last Airbender.
Technically, Anakin brought balance to the Force in the prequel trilogy.
Yes.
Just not the balance the Jedi wanted.
He did bring balance. He did.
He brought
yes,
more dark in, which brought. Well, there you go. It's more even now. And then the dark side kind of rose up. Jedi kind of disappeared, and it was like, all right, your offspring's gonna come back and fuck your ass up. And then he fulfilled his prophecy in number 6 by sacrificing himself to save Luke. Get rid of the Emperor.
Which that's the way I think Disney's going. I think they're getting rid of good and evil. I think there's like, think about this. If an organization has to write books, comics, everything, and it has to all be continuity, wouldn't you want your characters to like live in a gray area so that those people can write them however they want? So instead of having
a
Sith
little bit more creative control.
So Sith and Jedi, like they've pointed that out. Have you gotten to the Bendu in Star Wars Rebels? So the Bendu's like, yeah, I'm like an internal force.
Yeah, what the fuck is he?
He's like a giant space cow. He's a giant space cow. But he's really super powerful.
Yep.
In the finale, he like goes ham.
Yeah, I know. I did see that. Freaking what's his nuts pisses him off, and he goes off in the sky.
Yeah.
And Thrawn actually gets him taken out. That was kind of trippy. I was like, I wasn't expecting that.
No.
I wasn't expecting Thrawn and his people to be able to take him out.
It was kind of like dumb, just like shoot stuff in the sky, and I'm sure they eventually hit him like a numbers game. But that's what they want to go to. They just want to be like, hey, it's gray Jedi, gray people. So like, the fact that there's balance to the Force is that I feel like they're getting rid of the Jedi, they're getting rid of the Sith, and then what they want to do for people is they want to make them. I think it's going to be like what almost like Civil War was for Marvel. Like people are like Team Iron Man, Team Captain America. They're going to do that with the whole Star Wars thing, where people will constantly fight in battle. Who are the good guys and who are the bad guys? Is it the First Order or is it this group of rebels?
I don't like it.
I think they'll do it. Like
they fucking will.
Battlefront.
What makes you more money? The almighty dollar, ladies and gentlemen. That's what rules this world, including your favorite movie franchises.
Yep. And
how can we make more money? Ask George Lucas. That motherfucker is a master of making money off of a fucking movie.
Well, just ask him. But as soon as he brings up like racially discriminate, like Jamaican Jar Jar Binks, just stop right there.
Hey, with you, fuck Jar Jar, but Jar Jar was necessary. He was fucking necessary. Without Jar Jar, the fucking power would have, the Supreme Chancellor would have never gotten emergency powers in order to create the clone army and then to assume more power later. Because of Jar Jar, it took a dimwit to be able to fuck with him, to be able to give him all the power he needed to be able to be emperor. Jar Jar was necessary evil.
You know, they confirmed that George Lucas was going to make him a Sith Lord. And then after, have you not seen that theory? It's great.
George Lucas confirmed this?
Yeah, he was going to make him a Sith Lord.
How high was he when he said this?
I don't know. But because the fan hate, after episode 2, he's like, no, I'll just downplay him. But no, he was like supposed to be like a drunken monkey, like drunken monkey style Sith
movie.
Drunken monkey Sith style, like, you know how he like beat up tons of droids and blew up tanks. He was supposed to be the next Sith Lord because of how they made Yoda. George Lucas said he loves the fact of the old guy on the road, like the old beaten up guy on the road, ends up being like a grand wizard. So that's what they made Yoda.
Yeah.
And that's what they were going to make Jar Jar in the prequels. He was going to make Jar Jar in the prequels actually the mastermind next to Palpatine. But because of the hate that episode 1 got, he changed it after that.
That was better the way it came out.
Yeah. So yeah, no.
I couldn't see that dimwit being a fucking... No.
But go watch episode 1. He's like drunk monkey, like,
no, I see.
like,
no, I know exactly what you're talking about, yeah.
and like throwing droids around,
when the
like
droid
beating
gets
them all
stuck
up.
to his foot and he's trying to kick it off and the blaster goes off and takes out more droids, yeah.
Yeah, so that's
or when he's trying to hide and the Boombas come out and kill all the ones behind him, yeah. Oh,
so,
look at this cast photo.
Yeah, so this is a really good one. So, I gotta take the Ellen Ray picture. Boom. So, a really good cast photo. So we have
who this bitch on the right?
Her name is Rose. She's a mechanic. And she supposedly has a sister who is
she cute?
a part of the Resistance. They both look like that. I don't know what else to say. You take your own opinion with it. So what I think my opinion is going to happen is that her sister's going to die, because why else would you bring up a sister without showing the movie? That's stupid. Sister's going to die and she's going to be like, "Oh, I'm going to join the rebellion." I shouldn't say that.
But I have no
She's like, "I'm going to join the rebellion and fight with you guys." And
that
so
was slightly racist.
I know, that's why I stopped it right then and there.
Yeah. Sorry for any Asian American or Asians listening to this podcast right now. Zach was just in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, so I think what happens is that her sister dies, all these guys team up and go. Supposedly there's a scene where, like, Poe talks crap about Kylo and Carrie Fisher hits him in the face.
Hell yeah.
So that scene happens. I think it's a really cool picture. Not much talk about it.
I'm not gonna lie, this picture makes his face look very pale, like this war has really drained him. Yeah.
Well, he's the #1 fighter pilot in the Resistance, so yeah.
But in the first movie, they made it seem like he was doing it with ease.
Yeah.
Which almost kind of made me a little sick to my stomach because they're making him seem like, oh, this hot shot, blah, blah, blah. Like, it almost seemed unrealistic, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, unrealistic in The Force Awakens? You want to talk about Rey, who's like, oh, how does the warp drive work? I'll tell you. I was desert on a storm planet, but I can tell you how a ship works. Like,
I've taken it apart and sold all of its fucking parts for 4 half portions.
She's, yeah. She's like a little Mary Sue. I think the only picture we have left is I have the bad guys picture that I want to talk about, and then we should wrap up here in a minute. Right now, what I need everyone to do, so we have... At the end, we're going to take a quick Q&A. So we have Kylo right here. I know the pictures don't cover up everything, guys, but it's fine. So we have Kylo right here. So obviously JJ gave him like a huge scar through his face, and then the new director was like, "Nah, I don't like it. I'm just gonna give him this little scar," which that's fine. I'm sure if you go in a bathtub tank, healing medicines shit happens in the new Star Wars. It can look like that.
I don't know about all that.
I wanted him to be cyborgy. Like, supposedly there's rumors saying he's going to be, like, super Darth Vader-y, like, parts and shit going in his neck. He just looks like the same.
He didn't get that fucked up in the last movie, shit.
He could have. He got, like, his... Dude, okay, first of
all...
all,
blaster shot from the crossbow to the side. Took it like a man.
Did you see those crossbows blowing stormtroopers out of the sky?
Yep.
The guy took it in the side. He should have half of his ribs, like, gone by now.
I can agree with that.
And then he got face shitted on just right by Rey, like all up in the face. Like, he should have a scar all the way up here. And then the new director's like, I don't like it. I'm just giving him like this Tinkerbell shit.
Fuck him.
But whatever. We'll see how it services the movie. Because here's a lot of theories that we talked about Rey going bad. There's another theory that Kylo might be like, I fucked up, and he might go.
Kylo might be a double agent.
That's the other thing. Is a lot of people said that Luke was like.
That's why the whole situation with him and Han in the first one, that kind of tripped me out because it's like it didn't seem natural for it to go down like that. Will you help me? Of course. And the only way for him to help him is for him to kill him so that he looks better to his superiors, to fucking Snoke.
Also,
so we'll see how that fucking goes.
I think that will be confirmed how Luke reacts. So if Luke is like devastated and like, oh fuck yeah, I felt that, like my best buddy just died, or if he's just like, yeah, I know.
I wouldn't call Han his best buddy. He's the dude that's porking his sister.
Like there's a connection there. I think depending on his reaction, we'll know either if he's like shoves it off, she's like, yeah, he died, whatever.
True.
I think I'm gonna like that will give more evidence to him being a double agent.
Yeah.
Now if he's all butthurt about it, I'm gonna be like, I didn't even know. He's not a double agent. That's when I'll know that. So there's that picture.
I felt a disturbance in the force. Like a thousand screaming voices were all of a sudden silent.
There's this cool behind the scenes picture of the director, Carey. So supposedly, the director before this, all he did before this was Looper.
How much of her scenes were shot?
For this movie, all of them.
Oh, fuck yes.
For episode 9, half of them.
Really?
And they're going to use like maybe 1% of them at the family's request, supposedly.
Damn.
So she actually helped write parts of the movie with the director. Like, she walked in and the director and her worked together to write certain parts of the movie. This is Kathleen Kennedy here, the head of...
Yeah, I know who that bitch is.
Yep. Gosh, look at her. She's just wearing like $1 million loafers probably. Like, I don't give no shits. And then you have Mark Hamill, who's absolutely amazing. But
very interesting. Hold on. Zoom that back up.
Whoop.
Take a look at that. Very interesting for him to be wearing that, like, all the way up to the elbow glove on the right hand.
Yeah.
But of course, that's the hand.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it almost looks like something you'd catch a fucking falcon with. So, I mean, like, what the hell is that glove?
He's a falconer.
Straight up.
He's like Will Friedle, the falconer. Will Forte on SNL, where he's the falconer. Oh my gosh.
He's over here holding a damn bird like fucking Gandalf.
Well, what happened because
Lord of the Rings. Fly.
Well, remember
fly, you fools.
He had the fake hand.
Oh yeah.
It's sooner.
Which changed in The Force Awakens. You saw the hand that he put up on R2.
So what happened? Did he burn it off?
What's up with this bionic hand, man?
I just think
bionics went from realistic to fuck this. I'm gonna be mechanically badass. Like,
I think something happened. I think he got burned up, or something got burned off, or maybe Kylo came up and was like, "He," and like burned it. I don't know.
Kylo fucked him up. More ways than one, it seems.
Well, Kylo is the first person that we ever see in Star Wars ever to have mental force powers, like to like a large degree. So I think the fact that he did not seem scarier pisses me off. I hope they make him more of a villain in this one.
He seemed like a fucking millennial teenage, woe is me, bitch. That's literally what Kylo looked like to me.
Oh yeah.
He
started like tearing stuff up.
I was hoping he'd be dead in the first one because I honestly don't want to see his character in the next one. That's how much I didn't like Kylo Ren as a character.
I just hope they change it. So here's this one. So the funny thing about this, obviously they modeled
Phasma. I did not know she was gonna survive after the first one because the whole talking about obviously I saw the preview for the new one.
So they're doing the comic in August of how she gets out of the trash compactor.
So they did throw her in the fucking trash compactor.
This is okay. So everyone's like, Zach, why are you doing Star Wars podcast? I'm literally talking about a franchise that will make a whole movie or comic book to explain one dumb question. Rogue One was literally just to explain how a missile could go through a hole large enough for a wombat to go through to destroy the Death Star.
Blast wombats in the T-13 back home. They're no bigger than 2 meters.
And guess what? They're making a whole comic just
they had a comic that came out to explain why fucking C-3PO had a red leg.
Arm.
What?
Yes. Yeah, they did. So that's the funny thing. So I'm literally talking about a franchise that will they're coming out with a whole book, a whole book, and a comic book series, 12 issues, to explain how she got out of the trash compactor, off Starkiller Base, and now this is supposedly her new badass staff, and we're supposed to learn how it is so badass. Which I want. Do you watch Game
It's
of
a money
Thrones?
grab, bruh.
Do you watch Game of Thrones?
I do not.
Okay, well, she's a
I
badass
know.
character on Game of Thrones.
I know.
So she deserves this spot. First of all, if you're in Star Wars and you get thrown in a trash compactor, I'm gonna bitch to the director and be like, "Really?
Well, shit, dude. Fucking Boba Fett went out like a little bitch in the fucking Starlight Pit. Granted, he got out, but
I would bitch
I don't
to
know
somebody."
if that's canon anymore.
It's not.
Fuck.
It's
Look.
not.
Boba Fett saw the end of his fate in a fucking Starlight Pit. He died in a stanky looking vagina. That's literally what happened.
And he yelled like "Blah!" as he went into it. It was awful.
They didn't even give him the Wilhelm scream.
Oh, which we'll talk about that right before we end the show here in the next 10 minutes. Is that they actually are going to confirm in June what their next spin-off movies are. So we're expected to hear
Well,
either
right now
a
we got
Bobo.
Han.
We have Han. Episode 9. And that's it. That's all that's confirmed.
I thought there was a third one-off.
Not yet. We're either going to have Boba Fett confirmed and Obi-Wan confirmed.
I'm worried about this Han Solo movie.
Don't be. Donald Glover's in it.
Yeah, I know. I have mad respect for him, and I think he'll play a great Lando Calrissian, but I'm worried about who is taking the reins as Han, and I'm worried to see how
He's going to have one
portrays it.
movie. He's going to be done. That's fine.
I know, but don't fuck this up, man.
It'll be fine.
Like, this is the problem. This is why I was worried about Disney picking this shit up. Is if you're gonna do it right, and if you don't do it right, you done fucked it up.
They'll get it.
You're gonna mess with the integrity of the greatest.
They'll get
I
it
don't give
done.
a fuck what any of y'all say. The greatest film franchise ever made.
It's the most profitable film franchise and the
It's-
greatest film franchise of all time.
Fuck your Lord of the Rings. I like it. Don't get me wrong. But fuck that.
Fuck your Avengers.
Fuck your Avengers. Fuck your Guardians of the Galaxy. Fuck your Batman. Yeah, I said it. Fuck your Batman.
That's not even close.
Star Wars. Fuck your Avatar.
Avatar's
Fuck
not.
your My Heart Will Go On.
Avatar only has one movie. Like, the fact they can't get a second movie out is so bad.
They're working on 2 right now.
They're working on 2 and 3. Well, last time I heard that, it's forever.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see this. I love Adam Driver as an actor, so I hope that he actually shows up.
No.
Like I love him in every other film that I see him. Like I was like, Adam Driver's gonna be a Star Wars film, and I watched it and I was like,
Ugh.
I hate Adam Driver now. And then I saw him in another
Right.
movie and I was like, well, why were you so bad in that? Like, why did I hate you in that film
It was
so much?
JJ's fault.
So there's the bad guys picture, and I think
With his lens flare.
lens flares. I think we're pretty much done. Woo. That's all of it. So right now, let's see how many people are live right now. We had 25 seconds ago. Right now, we're going to open up everything to Q&A. Me and Brooks are just going to sit here and BS for the next 5 minutes. If we hear a question, jump on the comment section. We'll address it. So just let me know.
No topic is taboo. Bring it on.
No, you can talk about. So Wonder Woman looks like it's gonna be good. All the reviews are amazing.
You're not gonna catch me in the movie theaters watching this fucking
Why?
movie.
Why
Wonder
not?
Woman
Wonder
should
Woman
not
sounds
have her own movie.
Why?
The only reason they're doing this is to fill a fucking void in the superhero movies.
Of a woman film centric movie.
Yep. Look, I didn't like the fucking TV show. I don't like the idea of Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's a bitch. Well, I mean, other than like literally fucking figure. I don't like Wonder Woman. I don't. Sorry. I don't think that her fucking lasso of truth and her fucking invisible goddamn plane should have their own fucking movie.
If they do an invisible jet, I'm gonna die.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I'm gonna die.
Like, fuck that shit.
I'm excited to see it. If they
What
can do
happens
it right.
when Wonder Woman and Superman get it on in the invisible jet?
I think they're gonna do actually more of which was actually happened in like the animated series. Is it's actually gonna be Wonder Woman and Batman getting it on, not Wonder Woman and Superman.
Either way, I just really don't like that.
I'm excited.
I don't like what DC's done to make the DC universe. I really don't.
Supposedly this
I watched Suicide Squad finally. I waited for it to come out, and I rented it at Redbox. I didn't want to spend more than $1. Took it home. Sarah and I watched it. I got almost all the way through, and I passed out. It was
How did
that
Sarah like
shitty.
it?
Sarah, what'd you
Did
think?
you like it? No.
I think
It
they-
won an Oscar.
they
It won a goddamn Oscar.
They tried too fucking hard.
It did.
They tried to pack
Did you
all
like
this fucking
Jared Leto?
information in this short amount. No.
I actually like Diablo.
Everyone likes the Joker. You didn't like Jared Leto's Joker.
I did not like Jared Leto's Joker, and I did not
God
like
damn
the way
it.
I did not like the way they made it seem, or the way that they say that Harley Quinn became Harley Quinn when he threw her in, and they fucking basically fucked in the goddamn vat of chemicals and shit.
What's wrong with
shit
that?
Does not.
Why?
No.
Why?
That's not how it worked.
Okay,
not how it worked.
Can someone be related to Luke? Kristen's asking.
Absolutely.
No. That's too on the nose.
Absolutely.
If Rey is related to Luke, you don't feel like that's too on the nose.
Hold on. It is very possible. See, because if Rey is the reincarnation of Anakin, then yes, there can.
Reincarnation is not a direct bloodline. That is
No.
like more of a metaphysical, spiritual bloodline, not a direct, like, dick and vagina bloodline.
What is the Force?
I guess you're right. Midichlorians bring everything together, so technically it could be. But if we had to
All
talk,
I'm saying.
if we had to talk about like a family tree, what she's trying to say is that Luke is related to her through the Solos or through Luke himself.
Who's your daddy and what does he do? I don't no. I mean, yes and no. The answer is yes and no.
Don't you feel like it's too on the nose though? Like, don't you feel like that would be too on the nose?
Oh yeah.
I want Obi-Wan. I want her to be a granddaughter of Obi-Wan.
Dude.
You know, some people are speculating. So you watched the Clone Wars?
So wait, look at the age though. Look at the age of Rey. How did Obi-Wan fuck somebody as a ghost and have a baby?
I got it. I have the answer.
I can't believe I'm talking like this right now.
I have it. Okay. You watched the animated series Clone Wars?
Yes.
Okay.
Not all the way through.
Who was he fucking? He's fucking some Mandalorian.
Yes.
Who is another Mandalorian that's really big? So Obi-Wan's daughter could be related to Sabine, and Sabine's daughter could be Rey.
Fuck that shit. Sabine ain't...
Are you telling me that there's no way that Sabine didn't get it in somewhere and have a kid? That might be Force sensitive.
That. She's just fucking crazy.
I just love Sabine though, with that Darksaber.
Yeah. Ooh, let's bring it even into a whole nother realm.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, she has
Are
a
they gonna bring
Darksaber.
this all together in the last season? Shit.
It's gonna seem kind of like
This last season
it's
better
gonna
be
seem
fucking
some
action packed. Is all I'm saying. Because most of these episodes, I'm sitting here like, all right, can we get the action? Can we get the action? Yeah, there we go. All right.
Well, that Darksaber scene was legit.
Yeah, it was.
The issue is too is if people feel like everyone's related to a Kenobi, a Mandalorian, or a Skywalker, is that the whole universe is closed off and super incesty. People are like, just break it open. Like,
Hey, keep it in the family. What's wrong with that?
why can't just people be from random places and planets and just be a part of the story? Like, why do you have to fuck Luke to be in the Star Wars movies? Like, why can't it just be a random alien from another planet and being here? There's the other rumor of Rosario Dawson. Have you seen
Rosario Dawson?
Yes, being Ahsoka in a live-action movie.
Ooh.
So Dave Filoni-
I just got a chub.
So Dave Filoni, who literally in my eyes is Star Wars master. He's the guy who created Clone Wars, who does Rebels, and helps co-write every single movie made right now. They asked him, if you did a live-action movie, what would you do? And he obviously said Ahsoka because he created Ahsoka. Like, that's his baby.
Yep.
And Rosario Dawson just heard that, and she came on Twitter, and she's like, I would be a live-action Ahsoka. And everyone's just like, God made
Please,
this happen. God just made this happen. We can make this happen.
Look, she's a very underrated actress. I love Rosario Dawson, and this would be an excellent role that she'd be able to fill. No bullshit. I have full faith that she'd be able to play this role to its fullest. Absolutely.
I'm excited to see it. I want to see it. I want to see The Defenders that's coming on Netflix. Like Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist series. I loved Iron Fist. Fuck all of y'all.
Speaking of fist, I put a fist through my TV, so I haven't seen Netflix in a while.
You haven't seen Netflix?
Yeah. I gotta put a fist through a TV.
I'm gonna. Okay. I might have an extra TV for you then.
Well, fuck yes, because that means my Xbox gets put back up.
It'll be like 15 inches, but it will work.
Hey. I make it work with 3.
I heard you make it work with 15 inches all the time.
Yeah, exactly. What the hell you laughing
Heard
back
you have
back
no
there?
problem.
You laughing back? I never heard no complaints from you.
She's the one holding the 15 inches. solid rubber and silicone. So
I love how you can see her in the background. Her face is covered. Look at right there.
it's
Everybody.
censored. She asked for this. This is in her contract.
She said, "I don't want nobody to see
She
me."
said, "I want no part of this."
I don't want nobody to know I'm dating you, Brooks.
Yes. So, all right, we're gonna end the stream right now. So, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out. Brooks, thank you
Zach,
so much for coming.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate
No problem, buddy. You're invited any week. Usually it's more lively. It's just not me sitting in a room alone. So.
Well, I couldn't have you just sitting here talking by yourself. Shit.
I know. You got my suicide letter then.
I did.
Yes, and that's one reason why Brooks came. So I appreciate it.
There we go.
So we'll see you guys later. Thanks so much.
This is all you do.